I'm Charles Tureaud, publisher of Las Vegas Black Image Magazine, here to visit Gritz Cafe here on MLK. We're here at 1911 Stella Lake Drive. Let's go have a look inside.
Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Cafe. I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. This is a really nice place.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
See, you look pretty busy in here. Some of my friends are having lunch.
Yes.
I love
We just had a nice little lunch crowd, so we're excited.
You want to say hello?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Lachey, how are you?
I'm absolutely
It's good to see you.
Well, thank you. Likewise.
And I see that you got your son here, just graduated from school.
Yeah, we're celebrating.
Excellent.
Right. How Birdie?
Outstanding. All right. Congratulations.
I'm here with my mother-in-law, Miss Lassie.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, all the best to your future, and I'm sure that food is really good. I'm just going to get them on the side.
The name is Gritz Kitchen.
Okay.
And we are going to have a little bit of fun today. So, would you like to prepare maybe some fried chicken, some catfish?
Well, I think the catfish will be phenomenal. I mean, everyone loves catfish.
Okay.
And fried chicken, I can see a little bit of that as well.
Okay, so you want a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Let's do it. You have so many specialties here. You have the country fried steak.
We do. We have chicken and waffles.
Hot links.
Yes.
Chicken wings.
Yes.
Tell me about your catfish. Do you guys come from Louisiana?
Well,
or is it farm raised?
it's farm-raised catfish.
Okay.
We love the bigger catfish as opposed to the fresh water.
Okay.
It's a little bit crispier.
Okay.
And we use a cornmeal breading, and we fry our catfish in soybean oil so it makes it really crispy.
Now, is this Willa Cheney's recipe or is this your recipe?
This is my mother's recipe. This is Willa Cheney's recipe.
Okay.
To make sure I have the family, so
Okay.
I'm just following her lead.
All right. Well, sorry she couldn't be here.
That's okay.
But,
We'll try to make it without her, but don't hold us to it.
Okay. Let's get to it.
All right. Well, here we have a couple of nice thick slices, fillets of your farm-raised catfish.
Farm raised. That's the good stuff.
Now, we always use a cornmeal breading.
Okay.
Our breading is a mixture of cornmeal and special seasonings that we use ourselves.
Okay.
So all you have to do, and are you going to help me or are you going to watch today?
Well, I'm going to wash today.
Okay.
Next time I'll come with my gloves
Okay.
and my apron. We're in good shape. But,
Alrighty, sounds good. So what we're going to do is we always want to double check the fish and make
Okay.
sure that it's nice. There's no fishy smell to it. The fillet is nice and moist and
sounds good.
So it's fresh water. I mean, it's farm raised, but it's definitely clean.
Excellent.
No additional fat
I
on
can
it.
see that.
Okay, so what we do is now our seasoning, we can't give you all of our seasoning information. It's ancient Chinese secret.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Well, ancient soul secret.
Okay.
However, we just bread it a couple times and pat it just to make sure. We don't add any additional oils or anything like that. We don't dip it in butter or milk first. I know some people do that from the south to give it a little bit of extra crispiness.
Sure.
But because we do use soybean oil to fry it in, it's really nice. It's really crispy and it stays that way for a long time. So.
What are your thoughts about using your regular, I know other restaurants use just regular vegetable oil. What's the difference between soybean and vegetable? Is it more healthier?
Yes, there's no trans fat in soybean oil. It fries the fish a lot crispier. The oil tends to come off the fish a lot easier when it comes up from the fryer, and it doesn't adhere to the bread. So it makes it light, it makes it crispy, and it maintains the crispiness a lot longer.
Outstanding. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so we have our first fillet here.
Okay.
As you can see, we made sure that it was nice and coated, and a lot of times we'll just coat it twice.
You put any cayenne pepper? I love that spicy.
I don't use cayenne pepper, but we do have hot sauce.
Okay, that's right.
We have red hot, we have Tabasco, so you can add that additional hot, but we do use a few other seasonings along with our cornbread meal to make it nice and crispy. So
We have a lot of people from Louisiana. People that live here in Vegas. Do you have any Louisiana style hot sauces here?
we do. We have red hot sauce. Okay, that's the red hot, and Tabasco. We know that's the original Louisiana hot sauce. So yeah, it is. So you can have setting, but as you can see, it's still coated very well. Okay.
That looks really good.
Yes. And just lay it in there.
Okay.
And drop it in. Give it about 10 minutes at the most. We like our fish to maintain its moisture.
Tell me about you. I want to know more about why you got in the restaurant business.
Oh my goodness.
It's tough, isn't it?
Okay, it is. It really is. Well, I can tell you that it's not a childhood dream of mine.
Okay.
I decided to step out on faith.
Okay.
And I have a full-time career, and it afforded me the opportunity to open a restaurant. I liquidated all of my assets that I had invested in.
That's big.
Yes, I couldn't get a loan, unfortunately, with the times the way that they are. So I liquidated my assets, and it was supposed to be originally like a little snack shop for the girls, the students next door, expertise. And it was just supposed to be like maybe hamburgers and hot dogs and pizza and ice cream and chips. And my boyfriend's uncle came into town and I made him breakfast. And he goes, these are the best grits I've ever tasted.
Wow.
Right. I made grits for him. And so I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? There's a need for a restaurant that sells good breakfast, a soul southern breakfast.
Okay.
And I just kind of stepped out on faith and named it Gritz, because even if you're from the South, number one, you're going to want to try the food. The name Gritz itself makes it interesting. You know that the grits have to be the best grits in town to call themselves Gritz. A restaurant does, so.
How do you balance it? Now, first of all, I want to acknowledge that you are the first African-American firefighter that's a woman.
Yes.
That's
For Clark County, I am. It's a blessing. I've been on the department for 15 years, so I love it. I'm a single mom.
Why'd you want to be a firewoman? You got so much more. An entrepreneur, firewoman.
I didn't want to do that either. I was actually recruited to become a firefighter at the time by the professional black firefighters. There were no women, African-American women in the entire state, and so I was working for the county as a receptionist, and Sam Smith, who did a son bookstore, he came to me and he said, sister, how would you like to become a firefighter? And I looked down at my nails and, I'm like, no thank you. And then he began to tell me that there were no African-American women. At the time, I was in excellent shape. And I decided to step out on faith and do it. So that very same day I met him, I went to his bookstore, picked up the books I needed, and from there is history.
That's huge. You just conquered all kind of obstacles,
Yes, it's
firewoman, and you are a restaurateur, doing a great job on the table, like you see, and people seem to be happy. Customers are happy.
They are very happy.
And this catfish, I'm excited to see this catfish come along. It looks like it's going along pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So, tell me, how is business right now?
Well, the business is doing well. It's a little slow.
It's up economy right now.
Yes. It's a little slow because of the economy. However, we have a loyal clientele. Our customer service is impeccable.
Yes.
The food is always the same. Our quality is great. And so we just try to maintain that consistency, and people seem to come back.
I'm used to seeing the angry chef. Whenever I come in, I see the chefs are always happy.
They are.
I make eye contact with them and they're smiling. And that really comes through when I'm about to eat some food. I want to know that the food's made with love. And that's really an important thing for me.
We're family. I mean, it's a small restaurant, so we're
Everything seems
family.
very happy.
Yes.
And I like the fact that you keep it looking so good and the food. It looks incredible from my ear.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Want to
yeah.
look on the catfish?
Yeah, I love some of the catfish.
All right.
This is incredible. I mean, look how flaky this is, and it looks very crispy. And the timing is impeccable. How do you know